Item number 5, consideration of the quotes received in the community center roofing inspection. Okay.
Take the roofing quote first.
And you-
We had 10 contractors that were interested in the project. And out of those 10, there were 6 of them that came in and signed out specifications and plans and all that stuff. And unfortunately, we only got one quote.
Any indication as to why?
I don't know. Well, the one guy said he just didn't think he had enough help. It was just maybe a little bit too big a project.
Did we advertise at all?
Well, no.
You called 10 contractors?
Well, there was people that called us too that knew about it because they've been reading council meeting minutes and all that kind of stuff. Just about all of it. There was some couple contractors that were not from the community that called and asked about it. And 2 of them took out specs, but they didn't respond.
The guy from Riverside,
Yeah, he took out specs.
he didn't come back with the price. I think it's a big. And that's the problem, you get too big for other small guys and too small for other big guys. And it's not a very fun project, that's the road. Put it at the top. Okay, we just have the one quote, and you all have that in your packet. Now, you reviewed this with Jim Hope, and everything was in order.
Everything in order, Jim, everything was in order on the
Yes.
quote, everything. We got their insurance form, all the other stuff.
And you have a copy of the insurance, and there's other references to the question.
I hate to be a stick in the mud, but I am going to bring this up. I believe the Iowa Code, section 26, when it talks about the competitive quoting process, it does say that anything that falls with underneath $100,000 and above the $25,000, it falls in that range. The plans and specifications are to be done or reviewed by a licensed engineer or architect. I hate to be a stick in the mud, but I've gone back and read that a couple of times, and I know we don't want to delay this any longer than what we're doing, but I really think that we need to make sure we have that question. Because it's just, I think that's a question.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're bringing that up. My concern is I don't think as public officials in good faith on a project that size, we should award a bid. I appreciate that someone, Schlabach came in and had the bid, but I think we need to have 2 or 3 to choose from. Doesn't give us a good gauge of if the bid is competitive or not. I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying there's no gauge without 2 or 3 quotations. And perhaps we do need to advertise. If we do have to take the step to go with an engineer stamping the plan set, it wouldn't hurt to go with some sort of funding.
So you want to throw these out and then redo bid, or should we do the 2 that are just by them? First of all, we have the plans and specs to review by them.
Well, that's.
I think we need to have section 26 reviewed and have somebody answer that question for us.
Okay.
I mean, I know what answer I get when I read it and interpret it, but that doesn't mean that's the right answer. I think it's stretching the imagination.
second thing that he brings up is that you certainly didn't do it. Right? We do that throughout all our all the existing good, and start over. And if you do that, you pull back all of our, the thing that he does have, and keep all of that.
Well, that's my question, is there no
I mean, I'm surprised, yeah, I was getting to that.
But we've all seen it.
Well, I know, and the press has it. But we're gonna,
It's not fair to that quarter to have to open it up again and let everybody else.
Yeah, quite honestly, if we meet the requirements of, like I said, as we're section 26, I'm fine with accepting the quotes that we have. Because we did meet all the other requirements. We contacted at least 3 contractors that perform like type work. They're all given the opportunity to respond. And they chose not to. So, so for me, my question lies in the other area. So I guess, at this time, I'm not ready to.
yeah. Well, I think that's the part of the stand for me too, is we don't have to accept it tonight, or deny it, or reject it. And again, I'm not speaking for the bidder, but I'm just assuming that was part of the stand.
It's usually, is bid usually good for, Jim, 30 days at least? Is that what you?
They didn't put any restrictions on theirs, but they do have a statement in there, reserves the right to remove the bid at any time. We did not put a stipulation for a 30-day
Okay.
clause in there.
I didn't understand one, but I just wanted to check. For sure.
In all fairness to the bidder, I think you should request the press not to publish if they have the information. Otherwise, it violates his due process.
That's what I'm gonna do, I mean, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna ask the 2 press that are here if they would, if I can pick it up. Yes, they have that knowledge up here, but we just ask them not to publish it. But
I got no
if that's
problem
what
with
the
that.
council desires.
Yeah, I would.
I don't have a problem with that, but as long as you received it, it's still public record.
Oh, and I think it will be public record in public form regardless of what record.
So if I agree with your saying, Dave, is we want to have this reviewed by an engineer by our next meeting so we can move forward on this.
Well, I think we need to have it reviewed,
The code,
the code review, to see if we need to have an engineer. And it should be a fairly simple review. You know, like I said, I really need to open this can of worms. But
did you
So
read
that
that?
threshold is between 40 and 100,000.
Yeah.
And it says that, you think it says that if it falls in that category, even though we're just getting quotes,
Yeah.
that it has to be the plan that
Yeah,
responds, even on maintenance or repair?
It doesn't matter. Unfortunately, it's any project that falls into that dollar threshold. That's what I say, that's my interpretation as I went back and looked at it. And I absolutely could be wrong. I've certainly been wrong before.
Would you like for me to read you the section of chapter 26?
No, I think,
It says prepared by, not approved by.
I don't, no, I think that's why I said I.
And you should consult an attorney.
That's what I'm asking for.
All right.
Good.
So we can just table this
And, yeah,
2 weeks until we get that in.
they'll take no action.
Yeah, just take no action.
We can acknowledge, we need to acknowledge the bids that we have. So we don't